Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us here on KXAN Live. I'm Will DuPree, coming to you from the KXAN Live studio. Hope you all are enjoying your Friday. Today we wanted to focus and have a conversation about a story that went live today over on KXAN.com. It focuses on birth control and the potential impact that the recent Supreme Court decision that overturned Roe v. Wade may have on that. Here's the headline for you. These days, we really have a lot more options to choose from what you need to know about birth control. It breaks down the science of the medication, shares data about its usage, and discusses all the different types that are available. Now, we're going to talk all about this now with a reporter behind the story. That is Leah Bolling. She is joining us here live in the studio and is one of our KXAN News summer interns. Leah, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to talk about this story and excited to be here.
Well, you did such a great job with it, and I just want to point out that Leah will soon be leaving us to head back to Texas Christian University to start her senior year, so congrats on that too.
Thank you so much.
But circling back to that story and that you reported on about, and we just showed the headline there for, explain what was your approach to it and what made you want to pursue this idea to write about it?
Yeah, so I think there's always been a lot of questions about birth control and from the science to how it works and the data, and I just really wanted to dig into those answers and hopefully provide this as a resource to people who are asking themselves those same questions. And I think with the overturn of Roe v. Wade, there may be some more questions coming up, and just really prompted me to dig into this story.
Yeah, well, we'll discuss a lot more about that here in just a moment, but I want to begin with what starts off your story. It's with this anecdote from a retired nurse who talked about, access to and use of birth control and how that's changed in her lifetime. What did she tell you?
Yeah, so I had the opportunity to speak with a retired labor and delivery nurse, and she told me this personal story of hers where she just got married and she was talking to her mother-in-law about her use of birth control, and her mother-in-law just said, "Can I just look at them?" Like it was some big novelty thing, and maybe it was back then, and I just thought that little anecdote kind of puts in perspective how normalized or how much progression birth control has had over the years.
Yeah, and your story really delves into the science behind this and what the different methods are. Explain what they are for someone who may not be familiar with what's out there.
Yeah, so I spoke with a currently practicing OBGYN here in Austin, Texas, and had a very in-depth conversation about birth control methods and the science behind those methods. And there's two categories that he put them in: hormonal versus non-hormonal. And those hormonal methods kind of allow these pseudo-hormones to enter your body and, let's see, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
You're all good. And what's great is that you really went in depth in the story that we're showing there on your screen. So if anyone has those questions about what types and methods there are, you did such a great job in detailing that in that story.
Yes, and so there's really those two categories, and I dove into the difference between those, and to look more into that, I'd love for you to read the story on the website.
Yeah, and people really should check it out because it is very in-depth reporting there. While you were doing the story, you found this CDC report about birth control use in the U.S.
Yes.
What jumped out to you from that report?
Yeah, so I spoke with Dr. Joyce Amba, who works on the National Survey of Family Growth, and she really broke down all that data for me. That report goes really in depth and shows lots of different demographics. Here's a few graphics from that report, and I asked her, what's the one thing that really sticks out? And she told me that birth control use has been pretty consistent over the years, but the one thing that really sticks out is in 2011, when IUDs became more modernized and more popular, that growth in usage has really stood out over the last couple of years, which I thought was very interesting, and learning more about why that is pretty neat.
Yeah, and an interesting part of this whole conversation about access to birth control is tied to the recent decision from the Supreme Court that reversed Roe v. Wade. And people may wonder, how are these two things linked, access to abortion and birth control? But a lot of people point to Justice Clarence Thomas's concurring opinion that mentioned the Supreme Court case that protected the right to contraception, and he suggested that that needed to be overturned. So that brought up a lot of conversations and potentially actions from Congress. And Leah, you actually reported about something that the U.S. House did fairly recently. What was that?
Yeah, so just last month, the U.S. House voted on the Right to Contraception Act, and the vote ended up 228 to 195, which passed the House of Representatives, and it is now moving on. But I just thought that was a really interesting graph, as you can see here, just showing how this is still a topic of conversation, and it will continue to be. And so that's kind of the latest on action post-Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, that's for sure. And you also spoke with another retired doctor about what he thought about access to birth control and whether or not the usage would increase after this Supreme Court decision. Tell me about the things that he shared with you.
Yeah, that was one of my big questions that I had is, okay, Roe v. Wade is overturned, what's going to happen next? And so he told me that he expects those visits to doctors' offices to increase for the purpose of birth control now that Roe v. Wade is overturned.
Leah Bolling is one of our KXAN News interns whose in-depth story about birth control access here and some of the science and data behind it in not only Texas but the U.S. is available on our website right now, KXAN.com, for all of you out there to review and read in depth, because she put so much work into this. And Leah, before we let you go, and I know that you're going to be leaving the station here soon to go back to school, but what are your future plans? What would you like to do?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm really excited to go into my senior year at Texas Christian University. It is bittersweet. I do love that place, but I will be graduating very soon and hopefully becoming a MMJ at a TV station. And so my experience here at KXAN has exceeded all expectations, and yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, well, we wish you so much luck, because you've started out so promisingly here, and it's culminated in the story that's up on our website right now. So great job, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Maybe you'll be here in this seat in the future. I'll count on it, actually.
Fun.
Yeah. Well, Leah Bolling, thank you again for all your work this summer, and good luck in school coming up here relatively soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, everybody, if you'd like to read more about Leah's story, as we've mentioned, it is available on KXAN.com to read right now, as well as the KXAN News mobile app. If you haven't downloaded that onto your smartphone, please do so. We would really appreciate it. I'm Will DuPree in the KXAN Live Studio. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at another time. Otherwise, hope you enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and healthy. Take care.